It's a Blue Raider game day, and the Blue Raider Network is on the air. Today's MTSU women's basketball game is just 30 minutes away, and the Blue Raider game day coverage begins with Countdown to Tip-Off. Countdown to Tip-Off is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Live from Tallahassee, Florida, welcome to Lady Raider basketball. Today, the Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee begin a 3-game Thanksgiving week swing through the Sunshine State of Florida. Today, in Tallahassee, the Lady Raiders take on the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Good afternoon from Florida. It's still morning, isn't it, by about 30 minutes. So good morning to you in Middle Tennessee as well. Joe Fisher, great to be with you courtside at the arena on the A&M campus. Middle Tennessee comes in with a record of 4-1, fresh off the win over Tennessee Tech, 69-52. They face a Florida A&M team that is winless at 0-6. Most recently, 2 days ago, an 80-55 loss at Central Florida. These two teams met last year in Murfreesboro. Lady Raiders dominated that game 93-48. This is the first of 3 on the swing. We will play here today and then get on the bus and head down south to Fort Myers and get ready for 2 games in Fort Myers. One on Thanksgiving against Purdue, and then on Saturday afternoon against nationally ranked Iowa State. So looking forward to this week, but need to get it off to a good start here with a good performance in Tallahassee. With nearly 200 majors and concentrations for undergrads and more than 100 graduate programs, Middle Tennessee State University has something for everyone, including more than 50 online degrees. If you want a high-quality, affordable education, it's not too late to apply. Learn more at mtsu.edu. Back more as the pregame show continues in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I can help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best zero sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Well, as we get set for Middle Tennessee and Florida A&M, let's take a look at teams around the conference, brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites Murfreesboro. Old-fashioned Southern hospitality and contemporary comfort at a great rate. Located at 325 North Thompson Lane in Murfreesboro. The only other team in action today in the conference, UTEP, is on the road at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Current standings, Western Kentucky, the only undefeated team in the conference at 5-0. Then Middle Tennessee and Jacksonville State at 4-1. New Mexico State, UTEP are each 3-1. Louisiana Tech, Sam Houston are 4-2. Liberty is 3-2. Liberty plays Grand Canyon tomorrow, I think, in what should be a good game out in Phoenix. Kennesaw State is 2-3, and FIU is 1-4. Stay with us. We'll come back. We'll get a scouting report on the Rattlers of Florida A&M from assistant coach Kim Bruton. That's next. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A zero sugar cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best zero sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Time now for a scouting report on Florida A&M. We're joined by assistant coach Kim Bruton. This is a team you played last year. How much does that factor into a scout when you see them again?
I mean, last year was Coach Gordon's first year, so we got to learn some of the tendencies and what she was trying to implement with her new team. But actually, there's only 4 players on this year's roster that played against us last year.
Okay, so that does change things, doesn't it? A couple of players that come to mind, Hendricks, McEvans, talk about them.
Absolutely. Hendricks is their leading scorer, leading rebounder. She played against us last year, but she's really elevated her game this season. She is a tough matchup for our post because she likes to play face in the basket. She can handle the ball. She'll push in transition. She likes to attack off the bounce, right or left. So our post players are going to have to be locked in today, have their feet moving, and be in a good defensive stance. McEvans is a grad transfer from Syracuse. She didn't get to play last year because of an injury, so she's back. You can see that she's slowly getting back to her game, but she's just a playmaking guard. She can shoot the three, she can score mid-range and get to the rim, so she's a three-level scorer. That's going to be a great matchup for our perimeter players today.
I got to watch some film with you yesterday and see how it looks like they just want to attack. It looks like they just try to drive to the basket as much as possible.
Absolutely. And, if you look, they played some really good competition, and they're not even getting out-rebounded by less than one rebound a game. So that's how they stay in games, is because they all attack the boards relentless. But, yeah, you can't really script Florida A&M because, they get a lot of one-on-one plays. So we're just going to have to stick to our principles and be ready to guard today.
I was going to say, give me a couple of keys to winning today.
Well, rebound is definitely one of them that's going to be a focal point, because they do throw up some quick shots, so we have to be prepared for that. In transition, they're really good in transition, run the floor. Their post players are quick, athletic, and rim run, so we're going to have to be alert and be running the floor today.
Play well.
Thank you.
We'll have more in a moment. You're listening to Lady Raider Basketball from Van Wagner.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Today's pregame visit with Coach Rick Insel brought to you by the Daily News Journal. Read all about Blue Raider sports in the Daily News Journal. The D&J is Rutherford County's first source for news, sports, and much more. There's always a lot of firsts in the season, Rick, and you've been through this a lot, but first plane trip with the team, first extended road trip, early start, all those kind of things you got to deal with for the first time.
Well, and we've got someone in charge, Courtney. This is the first time that she's kind of gone through this. This is good because she wants to be a coach, and this kind of gives you a understanding of what goes on. It's more that goes on than just Thursdays and Saturdays. Yeah. And, you got to make sure your players are taken care of. You got to make sure your practice time, your equipment, your buses, your transportation, your hotels. I mean, it's that's why you need a a village, and that's what we got. If you look at us travel, you see we have we bring our practice players, we bring our managers, and then your coaches, and you well know, you sit in on, you see our coaches in one corner just working. Just like this morning, I was in the room at 5, and you had 3 sets of coaches in there. You had a set working on today's game. You had a set of coaches that were working on the next game, which would be Purdue, and another set that was working on the Iowa State game. So, there's more goes on than just what you think. But and you get an understanding too. We got a lot of young players, and some of them they're not morning people. Just like there's older people that's not morning people. And so you find out about that because you got to become a morning person because you don't know what time you'll be playing in the conference tournament, or you don't know what time you'll be playing in NCAA. Right. So that gives us a chance. Kim, in particular, has been with me now 16 years. She kind of evaluates all that, and who we need to get up a little earlier and get them there a little earlier or whatever. So that's all important. That's what I call the little things.
I was at the practice yesterday here in the arena. Pretty intense practice. Got after them pretty good. What were you really trying to focus on?
Well, you have a tendency, teams do, good teams, and I think we're a pretty good team. You look at last year and we ended up winning by 30 or 40 points. And you're thinking, well, we don't have to worry about this game. Mm-hmm. Let's worry about Purdue or let's worry about Iowa State. And you come in and you work on your defensive alignments, your progression there, and that gets your mind on, hey, this is what we need to be focused on, what's going on here today. And some coaches, they get caught up in that. And I want to make sure that our coaches don't get it, and they know. That's why they were in here as tense as they were. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you something else, Joe. We're right on the point. We play 6 or 7 players, but we've got like 4 or 5 more players on top of those 6 or 7. That's a step or 2 away from really getting some quality playing time. And we're getting there. And yesterday's practice is one of those we didn't need to waste.
Yeah.
So we got a lot out of it.
Okay, for this one coming up, what concerns you about A&M?
Well, they're very athletic. They got a lot of quickness, and they're strong. They got their lateral movements is pretty good. Now, they're not great basketball players, but they could be for one night.
Yeah,
and that's what concerns me. They hadn't. I don't know what their record is now. I don't think they've won, but maybe 1 game. But the bottom line is, they have played some quality programs close. Mm-hmm. And so we're playing at home. And, if this one day they all put it together, they could cause us problems. And so, much like what happened with Tennessee Tech the other night, Tennessee Tech comes in. It's a close game all the way through. And then we end up winning by 17-18, but it wasn't a 17-18 point game. Yeah. It was like an 8 to 10 point game. And then they go to East Tennessee State and get beat. Yeah. So that's what we got to guard against in our situation.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll have more in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Middle Tennessee 4-1 on the season, visiting Florida A&M. First of 3 games in the state of Florida on this Thanksgiving week, and we go ahead and wish you a early happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great one. Hope you can spend part of it with us on Thursday when we're in Fort Myers taking on Purdue on Thanksgiving Day. These two teams we said met last year. That was in Murfreesboro. Middle Tennessee won easily, 93-48. Savannah Wheeler led with 23 points in that game. And then I was talking to Courtney Whitson, who was on that team last year, now an assistant coach and handles operations here. And I saw her this morning at breakfast, said, you have pretty good memories of A&M, don't you? And she just kind of smiled. 22 points in that game. She was 6 of 7 from three-point range, so I would think that would certainly bring some fond memories. But Coach Bruton told us in our scouting report that not a lot of the players from last year's A&M team are still on this year's team, so a lot of new faces to get accustomed to, and we'll see how that all plays out here today. Today's injury report is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Murfreesboro's personal injury law firm, and a proud sponsor of the Blue Raiders. Well, they gave us early on, Florida A&M gave us basically their scratches for today. Several players that will not dress, will not play, and it's rather interesting because a couple of them have played significant minutes so far this year. Sabu Gay, a 5'9" graduate student transfer from New Mexico State, will not play today. She's averaging almost 6 points, 4 rebounds per game, so they will miss her. Ana Subaratz, a 5'8" junior from Barcelona, Spain, a transfer from Morehead State, will not play. Number 20, Zakiah Carter, a 6'6" senior, the tallest player on their squad, is not dressing today. And then Olivia Delancey, who's another junior 6-foot guard who has played quite a bit, averaging 5 points a game. In fact, preseason Southwestern Athletic Conference second team selection. She will not play today. So a couple of interesting scratches from their lineup. The good news for the Lady Raiders, knock wood or whatever you have around, the injury report is still very short. You know, everybody is available. I heard Alina Enrique talking about, she said her neck had been bothering her a little bit the last couple of days, but nothing serious, and she seems to be totally fine now, said everything was good. So that's certainly good news as well. Everybody else seems to be in good health. Time now for the Ascend Federal Credit Union starting lineups. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit an Ascend branch. Ask for your MTSU branded debit card. Ascend is the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend is insured by NCUA. Well, I can give you our starting lineup, and I'll have to guess at Florida A&M's. We have not gotten the official lineups as of yet. They should come in momentarily. No surprise for Middle Tennessee. Same starting five as has been the entire year. Number 1, Courtney Blakely, the 5'8" senior out of Gary, Indiana, averaging 15.8 points and just under 3 rebounds per game. Number 2, Anastasia Boldareva, 6'7" junior from Moscow, Russia, averaging 15 points, 7.5 rebounds per game, coming off her only single-digit scoring game of the season so far. That was against Tennessee Tech when she scored 8 points. Number 10, Jalen Gregory, 5'8" junior out of Lafayette, Tennessee, 12 points, 5 rebounds per game, and she has heated up. Got off to a very slow start offensively, but the shooting stroke has come in, and she's coming off a 20-point performance most recently against Tennessee Tech. Number 15, Tamia Scott, a 6-foot sophomore out of Clarksville Northwest High School, Clarksville, Tennessee, averaging 16.8 points. She leads the Lady Raiders, and 5.6 rebounds per game. She had 23 in the win over Tennessee Tech. And number 21, Alina Arike, a 6'2", redshirt senior out of Helsinki, Finland, averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds. And she's the one now we'd kind of like to see the offense get going with. She's had some frustration the last 2 or 3 games on the offensive end of the court. We'll see if maybe she can help to remedy that today. Rick Hensel in his 20th year as the head coach of the Lady Raiders, 467 wins, 157 losses. And under Coach Hensel, Middle Tennessee is 172-89 in road games during his tenure. Assistant coaches, the associate head coach is Matt Insel. Assistants Kim Bruton, Nina Davis, Tom Hodges, and Courtney Wilson. So again, it'll be Blakely, Boldareva, Gregory, Scott, and Arike in the starting lineup for the Lady Raiders today. For Florida A&M, a couple of the players that we mentioned that were scratched earlier would have likely been in the starting lineup. So we can tell you who we likely will see in the starting lineup today. I would think you would see number 3, Tahaja Purifoy, a 5-foot junior out of Pensacola, Florida. She's a transfer from Chipola Junior College. She's averaging 5 points and just under 2 rebounds per game, but she's very, very quick. Number 5 is Sydney Hendricks. She leads them in scoring and in rebounding. A 5'11" sophomore, Farmington Hills, Michigan, averaging 12.5 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. And you heard, hopefully, in the scouting report, Coach Kim Bruton talking about Hendricks and the talent that she is and the fact that she is an excellent rebounder, goes to the basket hard, so they'll have to pay a lot of attention to her today. The other player that I'm pretty sure would start or will start is Cheyenne McEvans, a 5'9" graduate student, a transfer from Syracuse. She's from Detroit, Michigan, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds per game. She was voted Southwestern Athletic Conference Newcomer of the Week last week in her getting the award from the SWAC. A couple of their possible starters, I would think you might see Tamaya Griffin, a 5'9" junior out of Augusta, Georgia, averaging 6 points per game. Number 25, Sage Glover, a 6-foot graduate student, a transfer from Niagara. She's out of Columbus, Ohio, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds per game. Bridgette Gordon is in her second year as the coach for Florida A&M. So we'll see. They said last year, at least that was the first time that these two teams had met. This is only the second. And so it was their first opportunity to get a look at maybe the style of play. And I can tell you, you're going to see a lot of dribble drive. You're going to see a lot of backdoor cut. You're going to see a lot of crashing to the glass because they rebound hard. So you're going to have a lot of that you'll see them dealing with here today as these two teams will go at it. Middle Tennessee is 8-2 all-time against teams out of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Again, this is the second meeting ever with Florida A&M. The 2 losses, as I recall, I think came to Jackson State. Both losses came to Jackson State. I think Middle Tennessee is 3-2 all-time against Jackson State. But so we'll see if they can add to the win total. And there's so many things here. The atmosphere, this is a nice arena, relatively new arena. I think it's maybe 5 years old or so. They call it the Snake Pit here, but it is it's going to be very quieted here. There's not much of a crowd here at all today. And in fact, right now, the Middle Tennessee contingent fans across the way, probably about the same amount of the FAMU fans that are here right now. So you'll be able to hear the court sounds very well today as we sit courtside just close to midcourt for our broadcast location here today. And we were kidding around of having played games in places where there was no crowd, and I did a game years ago in San Juan, Puerto Rico, in a tournament, and after the game, was doing the post-game interview with the head coach, and that was Kevin Stallings at the time, and I made a comment about, boy, it's got to be strange to coach in an environment where the players have no trouble hearing you. I mean, you can easily communicate. And he said, no, in fact, I heard you the entire game. He heard my broadcast, and I was sitting on the other side of the court, so we may have some of that today as well. We'll see. But nonetheless, the fears you have if you're a Middle Tennessee team, you're probably a prohibitive favorite against the team you dominated last year. You've got 2 big games looming ahead of you in this week that you're going to travel to. You don't want to be looking ahead, to that Thursday game with Purdue or that Saturday game with Iowa State. Also, early morning tip-off, and Coach Insel mentioned that some people are not real good early risers, can't get going, and you have to be ready earlier than usual. The other thing, in an environment that's quiet and not a big crowd, you've got to bring your own energy to the table, and that's what we'll have to see today. Which team is ready to go right off the bat? We'll take a break. We'll come back and get it started for you. From Tallahassee, it's Middle Tennessee and Florida A&M. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
It's the golden anniversary of Middle Tennessee women's basketball. Season number 50 of Lady Raider basketball is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Live from Tallahassee, Florida, welcome to Lady Raider basketball. Today it's Middle Tennessee visiting the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Welcome to Tallahassee. Joe Fisher, glad to have you with us courtside. Middle Tennessee 4-1 on the season. Florida A&M is 0-6 on the year. Lady Raiders coming off the 69-52 win over Tennessee Tech. Florida A&M most recently an 80-55 loss at Central Florida. Florida A&M has also played at Florida State right here across the street practically in Tallahassee, and also lost at Florida by a score of 102-67. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd. Hopefully they'll give them to us momentarily. Certainly it's time for the First Vision first minute of today's game. First Vision Bank, accomplish your vision for your personal or business finances with First Vision Bank. With dedicated banking professionals, products to fit your goals, and advanced financial management tools, your vision is our mission. FVB.bank, FDIC, equal housing lender. Lights go down, and I'll be honest with you, the lighting in here leaves something to be desired anyway. We came over for practice yesterday, and it was a kind of a dimly lit arena. Thought it might be a little better today, and has not been, so it is a little bit darker than most of the arenas where you play light-wise, but nobody complaining about it, no reason to. That's going to be the situation. So they're playing a hype video up on the board above us here as they get set to introduce the starting lineups for Florida A&M. Middle Tennessee's lineup: Blakely, Boldereva, Gregory, Scott, and Enrique. Rick Insel hinted at this in our pregame conversation, that there are a few players that he thinks are very close to working themselves into a position where they can play some quality time. And you could tell at practice yesterday, really focusing on some of that second five, if you will. You know, that an Emily Monson, a Savannah Davis, a Jada Granum, a Jada Harrison, Anna Ilanovich, that got a lot of attention yesterday. So Tahaja Purifoy is introduced as a starter for Florida A&M. Also number 5, Sydney Hendricks. We mentioned Sydney Hendricks, a 5'11 sophomore, their leading scorer and rebounder. Number 12, Jalea Sharp gets the start, 6'3 senior, a transfer from North Carolina, Wilmington, out of Garlington, Texas. Number 13, Yvette Subarets, a 5'9 graduate student from Barcelona, Spain, gets the start. And also number 24, Cheyenne McEvans, a 5'9 graduate student transfer from Syracuse. And there are your starters for Florida A&M. So it'll be Purifoy, Hendricks, Sharp, Subarets, and McEvans. So we're about set to get going here. We'll play this one. I'm sure they'll all shower and change, and then we board the buses and head for about a 6-hour bus ride to Fort Myers. Get ready for a Thanksgiving game with Purdue, and then a Saturday afternoon game with Iowa State. Middle Tennessee will move right to left as you listen, wearing black jerseys and shorts, white numerals, Middle Tennessee in block letters across the front with blue trim. Florida A&M, white jerseys and shorts, orange numerals, lettering, and trim, along with green trim along the side. Middle Tennessee controls the tap, and we're underway. A&M opens up in a zone defense. Not a surprise, they worked on this. Gregory, now they kick it into the post. Inside out, Scott, 3 right wing, no good. Rebound tipped out, A&M will have it. Here comes Purifoy the other way. Purifoy loves to drive. She'll drive to either side of the lane. Hand out deep, Subarets. Subarets guarded by Scott. Penetrates, a little backdoor cut. Nice move, step in, shot missed. Enrique rips down the rebound. Had a point-blank look, couldn't finish. Scott with a great catch, avoided the charge, finds Blakely. Blakely to Scott, right wing. Back to Blakely, left wing Gregory. Gregory to the baseline. Boulder-Rava, now they work it to the perimeter. Scott for another look from three, and that one's good. Same play, same look, that one went down. Tamia Scott with the first points of the day. Middle Tennessee leads 3-0. Purifoy front court, guarded by Blakely. Works it down the near sideline, still on the wing with a basketball. They run a double low post. They set a screen. They love to set screens at the top. That's off the leg, and that's an over and back. It's a turnover. That's another element of it. Rick Insel and the coaching staff want Middle Tennessee to be physical with these players, fight through the screens, make players work hard to get around them. That time the contact and force the turnover. So Middle Tennessee with the basketball leading 3-0. Blakely inside Enrique. Turnaround 10-footer is no good. Spins off the rim. Long rebound tipped out. Here comes A&M the other way. Blakely cut off the break. Subarats has to wait for her teammates. To the top of the key, now left wing. Hendricks her first touch. Hendricks guarded by Enrique. Drives to the baseline, cut off. Back to the wing. Penetration, cut off nicely there. Good defense by Scott. Worked around the screen. Shot clock at 10. Backdoor cut not open. Ball thrown over the backcourt, and that's going to come out right in front of us here. And another turnover, and again, really solid defense by the Lady Raiders. So 2 early turnovers. They worked hard yesterday in the practice here on defense, on help side defense, cutting off the backdoor cuts. Gregory launches a three. It's offline. Enrique scrapping for the loose ball, couldn't get it. It goes out of bounds to A&M. 3-0. Middle Tennessee leading, 7:57 to go in the opening quarter. And Blakely just putting on a little bit of pressure in the backcourt on Purifoy. There's the screen, and they drop back off of it to Hendricks. Hendricks got away with a walk. There's the double team that cut her off. Outside for the jumper that is no good. Rebound, Boulder-Rava. Out to Blakely. Quick pass to Gregory. Racing to the front court. Stops on the right wing. Leaves it for the trailer, Blakely. Inside Enrique. Bounce pass, Gregory. Launches the three. Yes! The inside out is working early. 6-0 Lady Raiders. Purifoy picks up the dribble. Sends it to Hendricks. Drives on Enrique. Steps through a little Euro step, put it up and got the roll. She was bound and determined to get a shot on the iron that time, and she did. First points for the Rattlers, 6-2, Middle Tennessee. Blakely, Gregory, now Blakely. A&M stays in the zone. Boulder-Rava sends it outside. Blakely with a nice stop. Bounce pass in the lane, Boulder-Rava, one-on-one. Spins left, puts it up, won't go. Enrique with a tip, loose ball. They scrap for it. A&M comes away. Hendricks to Purifoy. Purifoy to Hendricks, front court. Hendricks pulls up, takes the 15-footer, well short, offensive rebound, and the bounce pass is thrown away out of bounds. That's A&M's game. They will crash the glass. Now coming in, number 23, Eve Alexander, a 6'2 freshman, replacing Jalea Sharp for the Rattlers. Here's the 2-2-1 zone press by the Rattlers. Middle Tennessee into the front court rather easily. Gregory launches about a 30-footer in and out, no good. Rebound, offensive board, Scott. Scott, they'll reset the shot clock now at 17. Gregory wide open left corner, yes. And timeout taken by Florida A&M. Good ball movement by the offense. And timeout here, we'll take it as well. With 6:16 left in this first quarter. Middle Tennessee 9, Florida A&M 2. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
A&M with the basketball after the timeout. Hendricks misses the shot. Boldareva had the rebound stripped away from her. Little shot fake, short jumper off the glass is good by Cheyenne McEvans. Boldareva had it, brought it down in traffic, and it was taken away from her. 9-4, Middle Tennessee with the lead. Scott, Florida A&M stays in that zone. Purifoy trying to deny the ball across left to right, couldn't. Gregory, boy, Boldareva getting slammed around inside. Tried to get inside position, could not. Shot clock at 10. Gregory pulls up. Blakely, shot clock at 4. Blakely pull up 12-footer in the lane, in and out, no good. Rebound A&M. A&M trying to deny the guards to cut across the perimeter. They're trying to make them work off of a hedge out there. Pass stolen by Gregory. Gregory lead pass to Blakely, ahead on the break, and Cab with the lay-in. First points for Blakely. That's 3 early turnovers on the Rattlers. And the lead now 11-4. In the corner, McEvans with holding the basketball, finally got one dribble down, sends it to Alexander up top. Right wing tapped out of bounds by Enrique with 11 to shoot. Substitution now for A&M. Number 22, Demaya Griffin, a 5'9 junior, replaces Subarats. A&M will inbound side front court, just to our right. Looking for Purifoy, trying to get it into her. They finally do. Pass saved by Alexander. Purifoy cut off by Blakely. She wants to drive, and Blakely not having any of it. Now she weaves through 2 defenders. Boldareva rejects the shot. Here's Blakely coming the other way for the Lady Raiders. She'll take it, leave it for Enrique with a no-look lay-in. Beautiful no-look dish. Enrique with the finish in transition. 13-4 Lady Raiders. Boy, I tell you, Lady Raiders really being physical, denying those screens, fighting through them. Purifoy has a bounce pass, stolen again. Stolen again. Here comes Blakely the other way. Off the glass, good. Well, when you look at the scouting report, several times it mentioned A&M being turnover prone, play aggressive, play physical. It's paid off in this first quarter. Gregory denying the right to go to the right. The pass to Hendricks, top of the key. Drives on Enrique, can't get to the lane. To Alexander, kicks to the corner. There's the shot fake. There's the 3, it's too strong. Offensive rebound A&M and a foul. They're all tangled up. And they'll fight their way out of it there and untangle everybody. Arms got furled, and the foul is the first one on Gregory. That's the first one in this game. They were fighting for the ball on the baseline, and arms got all entangled. Gregory sharing a bit of a laugh with the official about the entanglement down there. No problems. Number 44, Aliyah Ellis, checks in, a 6'1 senior for the Rattlers. She has the ball on the wing. She'll drive, she'll spin, she'll go up, and the shot is no good. Rebound and a foul over the back. Boldareva with the rebound and the foul over the back on the shove. I believe that foul was on Ellis. 3:19 to go in the half. Scott for a three. Good. Her second three. Timeout taken by A&M. The Lady Raiders brought their shooting shoes today, 18-4 with 3:12 left to go in this first quarter. Atmos Energy is delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas. For today and generations to come, natural gas is the smart choice for fueling our energy future. Joe Fisher, great to be with you. From Tallahassee, temperature in the 70s down here in sunshine. Flew out early yesterday, flew to Atlanta, connected in Atlanta to Tallahassee, got over here, had about an hour and a half on the court yesterday, late afternoon, early evening. Then dinner and got them to bed early to get up early, very early for a game here. So A&M already with 2 timeouts taken in this quarter. Middle Tennessee leading 18-4. Rattlers with the basketball. Subarats on the left wing with the dribble. There's a double screen, and she's going to launch one from long range. No good. Boldareva cleans the glass. Quick outlet to Gregory. Gregory hesitates on the wing, draws a double team. Needs help, finds Scott. Scott hands to Blakely. Now right back to Gregory. Wide open three. Yes! They are doing a great job of making the extra pass, not taking the first look, making the extra pass, working for just a little bit better look. 3 threes in the quarter for Gregory. 5 threes already in the quarter by Middle Tennessee. 21-4 the lead, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rattlers. Substitution now. Purifoy will check back in, replacing McEvans. Middle Tennessee 8 of 14 from the field. Florida A&M 2 of 10. Inbounds to Ellis out near the center circle. Ellis hands back to Subarats. Subarats with a good crossover. Can't shoot. Sends it back out to Purifoy. Purifoy hesitates, cut off on the drive. Back out to Subarats for a three that's in and out, no good. Another rebound for Boldareva. Hand off Blakely. Long lead pass to Scott. Tough catch, but saved it back into Blakely. She'll fire the three, no good. They chase the loose ball. It's going to run out of bounds. Ellis shielded Enrique from getting to it, so it goes out of bounds to Florida A&M. So A&M with the basketball. Purifoy slipped, got it across the center line, picks up the dribble, needs help, finds Alexander. Alexander 30 feet away, just holding the ball. Counts on, she finally got it out to Subarats. Subarats tried an entry pass. It was kicked by Scott. A&M with 5 turnovers here in this quarter. Lob in to Hendricks from the baseline. Hendricks works around the screen, pivots, leaves it. Subarats stepped through, drew contact on Jada Granum, who just checked in, and that'll be free throws coming. Granum, the redshirt junior from Ontario, with her first foul, team second. First free throws of the game coming here. 64% free throw shooting team is A&M. Subarats a 67% shooter, and she makes the first one. That ends a scoring drought. Second toss. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebound tap to Gregory for Middle Tennessee. 21-5, Lady Raider lead, 1:25 to go first quarter. A&M has gone man-to-man this time. Gregory leaves it outside for Scott. Scott gets a screen from Enrique. They switch on the defense. Blakely sends it into the high post. Enrique. One dribble back out to Blakely. Shot clock at 6. Blakely dribbled into traffic, got out of it, tried to force up a shot. It was blocked. A&M coming the other way. Shot clock was counting down. Had to try to force one up. Purifoy drives up and under, threw the ball away. She just got up in the air with no place to go. 2-on-1. Great pass from Scott to Gregory for the lay-in. Boy, that was a terrific bounce pass right in front of the defender. Hit Gregory in full stride. And Jalen Gregory with 11 here in this opening quarter. 23-5, Lady Raiders. Well, you can hear the talking. You can hear the bench encouraging the defense. Communication was a big deal. Boy, a world of contact and a foul. Let's see, and it's going to be a charging foul. Out of control, Sydney Hendricks. And now substitutions for Middle Tennessee. Emily Monson will check in, replacing Enrique. Monson, the 6'1" sophomore out of Blackman High School in Murfreesboro. Well, that's one of the good things about a smaller crowd. Coaches have a much easier time communicating their message to players, even on the opposite end of the court. Monson was lining up on the wrong side, and they had to get her back, move over to the other side of the lane. They're going to run the double low post here. Clearing for Blakely. Blakely guarded by Purifoy. Now they'll set things in motion. There's a foul, and they're going to call that on Granum. Granum ended up on the deck, and she's the one called for the foul, and that's her second. And that's going to prompt the change, and she'll sit down as Boulder Ravel will check back in. 12.1 seconds left in the quarter. Subarat's across the center line with 8. Now with 5. Hooks it inside. Hendricks up and under, and she traveled with it. She caught the ball. She was up under the backboard, and she shuffled her feet to try to get better position. 2.7 left to go in the quarter. Just don't turn it over under the A&M basket. They get it into Blakely, who catches it on the run. Launches one up, and it is no good. Well, the first quarter, a solid one for the Lady Raiders. They lead Florida A&M 23-5 here in Tallahassee. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We got set for the second quarter in Tallahassee. Middle Tennessee off to a terrific start, leading 23-5. Blue Raider fans get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town. For your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs, Lee Company's the team to call. 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. A&M will get the basketball to open the second quarter. Moving left to right, dressed in white, trimmed in orange and green. There's a tip by Blakely, saved by Hendricks. Subarat's with the basketball. Now they kick it inside to Hendricks. Hendricks, double team, sends it back outside. Now the backdoor cut to Purifoy. Another dish inside. Shot clock at 5. Followed away by Hendricks. Tough shot off the glass. Hendricks with 4. 23-7 Lady Raider lead. A&M started the game in zone. Middle Tennessee shot them out of that, so now they're in man-to-man. Gregory had a big first quarter. Drives with a Utah drive right side to Blakely. Leaves it to the top. Monson steps into the 3. It's short and offline. She knew it was going to the corner, couldn't get there in time. And Subarats with the rebound for the Rattlers. Handoff to McEvans. McEvans. Skip pass to the corner to Purifoy. Drives past Blakely, and I believe she stepped on the sideline when she was going to make the move. Blakely came flying by, and Purifoy stepped back and turned it over. And it's turnover number 9 on the Rattlers. Monson out, Arike in. Now first appearance for Savannah Davis, the 5'10 freshman out of McKenzie, Tennessee. And Gregory will get a breather. So let me reset. It's Blakely, Davis, Arike, Scott, and Bouldereva. Scott drives left to right, gets to the basket, scoops, rolls off the iron, tipped out deep, save by Blakely. Nice job by Arike to get a hand on it. Bounce pass, Bouldereva off the left block. Goes baseline. Up and under with a shot. Good. Beautiful reverse by Bouldereva, her first points. And the lead 25-7. Middle Tennessee 9 for 19 from the field. Purifoy, Hendricks. Hendricks wants to drive. Drove into a double team, put up the shot, rolled off. Offensive rebound and a foul. Rebound was pulled down by Sharp. And the foul was going to be called, I believe, on Scott. That will be her first. And Jalea Sharp at the line, 6'3" senior, transfer from NC Wilmington, makes the first one. A&M 3 of 12 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range, and 9 turnovers so far. Second toss is good. Now checking in is Demaya Griffin for A&M, and Purifoy will come out. Scott inbounds to Blakely, who'll bring it up. A&M will pick up man-to-man defensively. 25-9, the score, Lady Raiders on top. Scott with a bounce pass to Blakely. Blakely lobs it in for Bouldereva, too tall, but she was shoved from behind. One reason she could not get the catch, the foul's called on Sharp on the shove. That's her first, team's first of the quarter. 8:02 left in the second quarter. Arike with a lob in. So now with the basket. Subarats. The 3 from the other side is no good. Nice rebound, Bouldereva over the board. They tried to take it out of her hands. Almost did, but Scott was able to hang on. Blakely, fall away in the lane, offline. A little contact there. She could not finish. Rebound, the Rattlers coming the other way. 27-9 is the lead. Bouldereva with that basket a moment ago to make it 27. So now coming in, Jada Harrison, her first appearance of the day. Jalen Gregory returns. Harrison, 5'8" freshman out of Martin Westview High School. 7:20 left in the half. Inbounds, and we're trapped in the corner there. They finally got it out to Hendricks. Hendricks to Subarats. Subarats drives, steps through 2 defenders, had it stripped away. She was trying to step through the double team and then had it stripped away out of bounds with 12 to shoot. Lady Raiders defense has done an outstanding job preventing the free drive to the basket. If you set through film study, A&M loves to set a lot of screens and drive at every opportunity. Inbounds pass comes in deep to McEvans. McEvans pulls up over Bouldereva, shot no good. Rebound to Arike for the Lady Raiders. Outlet to Harrison, long lead pass. Bouldereva running the court and lays it in. 6 for Bouldereva. 29-9. Lady Raiders looking to convert in transition, doing a good job of it. Hendricks in the lane. Cut off. Back outside. Jumper from 17 feet, too strong. Rebound Gregory for Middle Tennessee. Gregory works right to left. Lobs it underneath. Boulder-Rava again with a catch and the finish. Timeout. Florida A&M. Boy, when your post players are willing to run the floor, great things can happen. Timeout on the court, 6:28 to go in the half. 31-9 Lady Raiders. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Lady Raiders lead 31-9 after the third timeout now taken by A&M in this half. Rattlers with the basketball in the front court to Hendricks. Hendricks swing pass to the wing, three-pointer offline. Offensive rebound put back, no good. Loose ball, Harrison picks it up for the Lady Raiders. Lead pass to Savannah Davis. Davis on the right wing. Cross court near side Enrique. Enrique will drive right side of the lane, scoop and score. 4 for Enrique. 33-9 Lady Raider lead. Darren Park has joined me here courtside. How are you, partner?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful. What a great start today.
Yeah, I say everybody's wonderful. It's a Lady Raider fan right now. There's another steal, another turnover. That's, I believe now, 10 turnovers by A&M in this first half. Harrison with the basketball. And there's the second turnover by the Lady Raiders. It's going to be a breakaway and a layup that's good by McEvans. That's only the second turnover by Middle Tennessee so far. I was at practice yesterday, Darren, and there were a lot of preaching about denying the dribble drives to the basket, double teaming and not letting them have clean drives, and they've done very well so far.
They really have. The wing denial is just taking Florida A&M right out of their offense.
Boulder-Rava with a spin move into the lane, drew contact, and she'll go to the line.
And then conversely, Florida A&M started in that 2-3 zone, and then they went to a 1-2-2. Then they went to a little 2-2-1. I mean, Coach Gordon's trying to throw the kitchen sink right now at Middle Tennessee, and Lady Raiders are just handling it with ease, doing a nice job executing.
14 of 25 from the field, 5 of 10 from three-point range. The foul was on Ellis to send Boulder-Rava to the line for 2. Gregory with 11 points. Boulder-Rava with 8. Scott with 6. Had to wipe up a little perspiration there on the court. Now I think we're finally ready to go. Always worry about a game like this. 2 big games looming later in the week. Early start. A team you beat by 40 last year. They came ready to play.
I was thinking the same thing on the way over here this morning. These are games as a coach that you have to play, but you always dread playing them. So to get off to this first quarter start and carry it into the second quarter right now, it's everybody can take a little bit of a sigh of relief because there's nothing worse than, coming out to compete against a team that you're supposed to beat handily and still getting your kids up to play. And credit to the coaching staff, Coach Insel and Lady Raiders, they're here to play today.
Boulder-Rava made both free throws. And another turnover. Here comes Blakely the other way. Dribbling with the left hand, leaves it for the trailer, Davis. Davis swings it back near side, Blakely. Blakely pulls up, tough 15-footer air ball, and that's going to be rebounded off the floor by the Rattlers. They haven't taken many ill-advised shots today. They've worked the ball well, made the extra pass, and gotten a really good look most of the time. Almost a steal by Gregory. Subarats cut off on the double team on the baseline. Hands off, and now the kick to the far corner for a rare open three that won't go. Rebound is tapped out of bounds, and that will go to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, Florida A&M, I think they've started to settle down a little bit. I think that maybe a little deer in the headlights the first quarter or so, but they're starting to turn their offense a little bit more. Got a good look right there, but that's going to be key for a team like Florida A&M. They've got to make a few open shots, or it's just going to be really tough for them to score consistently.
Gregory with an open shot from 3 offline. Offensive rebound, Grantham kicks it back out. They'll reset. Davis, wide open 3, no. Rebound, Ellis for the Rattlers.
I'd love to see Savannah Davis get going today, hit a couple.
Penetration by Purifoy, throws one to the glass, no good. Grantham with a rebound. Blakely does not have the numbers, but she races through to get the numbers and lays it in.
Started as a 1-on-3 and ended up being a 1-on-0 as Courtney just blew by everybody.
6 for Blakely. 37-11. And did they get Grantham again?
Yeah, they did.
And that's her third.
I was going to say, she's got her third now.
Some days it just feels like the whistle finds you. She came in and got the first one in practically no time, and 2 more followed, and now.
And that first one was, that was a tough call. I thought she had good position. That second one she pushed off. That was, that was on her. But, yeah, Jada's going to find the bench here for the rest of the half.
Yep. Stanislava Kabiernik has checked in now for the Lady Raiders. Shot clock at 15, 3:35 to go in the half. Shoulder high dribble and kick to the corner. Alexander, the 3, it's offline. No good. Rebound, Blakely got hit from behind. Didn't mean to. It was unintentional, but got knocked down by Nia Bostic. Just into the game, commits her first foul. Not a lot of fouls in this one, really, for either team, except Grantham's got 3.
That's right. And really, really impressed right now, Joe, with Enrique defending, because she's on a smaller kid this whole first half, and she's done a nice job moving her feet.
And she's trying to post up now on that smaller player. They couldn't get her the ball. Working hard for position. And in fact, I think she's held from behind with that player trying to guard her. And
Bostic again.
Yeah. So Bostic called for the foul. That's her second. And Bostic, I saw her put her hands up to, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm 5'7".
Yeah, there's nothing she can do. I mean, she was working hard trying to keep Enrique from getting good, deep post position, but, she's given up not only height, but she's given up some size.
Monson back into the game for the Lady Raiders, goes to Scott. Scott off the screen. Bounces to Blakely, left wing deep. They dropped off of her for a second. Lob inside. Enrique with a tough catch. And then she was fouled. I think she was getting the shot up, so she will go to the line.
Yeah, that was a really, really good pass. That's a tough pass. Yeah. A lot of times Coach Ensel will want Blakely to change it back up into the top of the key area and go high-low that way, but Blakely had it, and we had a good view of that one. You could see she really, really dropped it in nicely to Enrique over the top.
So Enrique at the line. The left-hander makes the first one. She's had offensive struggles as of late, but you mentioned it a moment ago. She hasn't let it affect the rest of her game. She plays defense. She plays hard.
She really does play hard, and I love the way she competes defensively.
That foul was on Eve Alexander for the Rattlers. Enrique made 1 of 2, and that pass intended to go underneath, a little bit out of reach and goes out of bounds. That's turnover number, I believe, 12 now on A&M. They have it as 11 right now. Still a bunch in this first half. Kabiernik with a handoff. Blakely to Monson. There inside Enrique posting up, powered it up through 2 defenders and banked it in.
Such a great action, and Enrique did a wonderful job turning and sealing before the ball got to her, and she had great position to get that easy basket.
Step through shot no good, and Lena at the other end, loose ball. I think, was she fouled or just shoved from behind? I think she was fouled by an A&M player.
Yep.
That is the case. It was a foul. I believe it was Griffin. That should be enough to get us at the line for free throws now, and it will be. Well, there was so much focus in the practice yesterday on when to double team, where to double team, how to help side. And I think they were not very happy at all with the post help side defense in the Tennessee Tech game. Worked a lot on that. First free throw is good by Rika, and you can see all of that coming to fruition there when they're playing this first half.
Absolutely. No, the players have really taken it to heart and set the tone right away defensively. And again, like I said, Florida A&M's had no answer. They're trying to get wing catches so they can run their dribble drive, run their action a little bit, and now they're going to trying to get the ball into the funnel area.
Purifoy dribbles into a double team, almost lost it, got it back, a shoulder-high dribble. Now she's just going to fire a shot, which is no good. Rebound, offensive board for A&M through the traffic, and they'll reset. On the wing, McEvans tried to drive on Scott, put up a one-hander on the baseline, got it to go. Not an easy shot, but McEvans with a finish. She's got 6. 42-13.
She's a nice player. She's got a little bounce to her. I watched some film on her the other day just to kind of prepare myself for seeing the Rattlers. And credit to them. I mean, they're still competing. They're playing hard.
And there's a turnover, but given right back as Blakely saves it near the center line. 1:35 to go in the half. The shot clock, they're going to say it should not have reset because there's not a change of possession.
Yeah,
I would think that would be the argument.
Yep, I think you're right. And I think that's the right call. I think the denial and then there was a loose ball. Middle Tennessee regained possession, and the shot clock reset. So they'll go over and make an adjustment, probably give them 10, 12 seconds, I suppose, Joe.
Yep. Well, it's 42-13. Let's not spend 5 minutes on this. Make a quick decision and let's go. And that's what they did, and they put 10 seconds on.
There you go. Yep.
They heard you. They can hear you today.
We can hear everything today.
Yes, we can. Blakely was 6 with the basketball with 5. Crosses over. Nice pull-up from 12 feet. High off the iron twice. No good. Loose ball, A&M coming the other way. Lead pass from McEvans. Ball stripped away and lost out of bounds on the turnover as Griffin just couldn't hang on to the pass.
Just fumbled it going up, and Middle dodged one there because Courtney Blakely kind of stood there and was watching, and she did not get back to set the defense, the transition defense for Middle right there.
13 turnovers for A&M. Top of the key now in the game, Anna Milanovic. Monson with the basketball. Comes near side. Kaviernik drives to the basket and ran right over the defender, an easy charge call. I saw that one coming 3 steps before she hit her.
I was going to say that. I think we all did. We were sitting there and just, you better pass the ball. No, she had her head down, and she was going to go to the rim. And
she got there.
And she made the basket, too. Unfortunately, it's not going to count.
1:02 to go in the first half. Middle Tennessee leading 42-13. Top of the key with the basketball, Bostic. Bostic being guarded now. Miyoshi Moore, Mason is in. Mason, her first appearance. Shot clock at 13. Now McEvans, guarded by Scott. Drives, dishes inside. Nice dish, shot and a foul. That was a nice little underhand pass to Alexander, who was fouled going up for the shot.
It was, and Emily Monson was supposed to come on the crack back there and take that pass away on the defensive rotation, and she got caught too far out, and Coach Insel,
that's the
Matt
instruction
Insel,
right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could see that coming a mile away, and she'll learn from that, and she's getting used to defending and understanding the intricacies of help defense in the Lady Raiders. So
Alexander misses the first free throw. Second one is also no good. Rebound will go out of bounds. Actually, a couple of Lady Raiders were fighting each other for it. Fortunately, an A&M player tapped it away.
And the Middle Tennessee kids that are here, you hear them, Joe, yelling Frosty.
Yeah. Miss them both.
Yeah, they don't understand that's only a home thing, but
they would have won one.
Bus is going to have to stop and get a Frosty for Charlie and Evie and Clark and the whole crew.
Timeout taken now by Middle Tennessee, a 30-second timeout with 29.8 seconds left in this quarter. Dr. Davis Spivey and Murfreesboro Oral Surgery and Implant Center, proud supporters of Blue Raider Athletics. For over 25 years, Dr. Spivey has provided the best oral surgical care possible to our community. Yeah, we'll play this one and then bus to Fort Myers. They said, and you may wonder, why couldn't you just fly to Fort Myers? Well, apparently they looked into it, but the only option that made any practical sense was to fly back to Nashville and then Nashville to Fort Myers, get to Fort Myers about 1 a.m.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. It'll be a good ride, about 6 hours, I think, is what they're anticipating.
Well, a lot better if this score holds. You know, obviously you don't want to make that ride after a loss.
I've done that. I hate that.
Oh,
yeah,
indeed.
Now you're bringing up bad memories. That's why I'm on radio now, not coaching.
Moore strips it out of a defender's hand. They're going to get a jump ball. And hit Purifoy at 5 feet, scrapping with Mason at 6'4". Jump ball, 8 to shoot. Inbounds off the possession arrow. The jumper is good by Scott. Tamia Scott with 8. 8 seconds left. Quickly down court. McEvans guarded by Scott with 2. Fall away from 15 feet, maybe blocked, and a late whistle and a foul is going to be called on Scott. I thought she got the ball, but apparently got the arm too.
Yeah, it was close enough that I think in this type of a score, that's one of those where the officials said, we're going to go ahead and let you shoot 2 free throws.
McEvans, transfer from Syracuse, makes the first. She's got 7. 1 second left to play in the half. Second one rattles and drops. And Middle Tennessee will inbound, and I think just catch. Oh, don't throw it up under the basket like that. They did, and fortunately it was knocked out of bounds. And I looked over at Matt Insel immediately. What are you doing?
Yeah,
That's the only place you can get in trouble. Fortunately, nothing happened. Solid first half for the Lady Raiders. 44-15, they lead Florida A&M. Stay with us. We'll have more from Tallahassee in a moment. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders passed the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Impressive first half for the Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee. They lead at Florida A&M 44-15. Joe Fisher with you. Darren Parks sitting in for a few with us here. And you look, we'll go through the stats here quickly in just a few minutes, but it doesn't take much to figure out why we are where we are at this point. Middle Tennessee 17 of 32 from the field, 5 of 12 from three-point range. A&M 5 of 26 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3. Turnovers 13-3 with A&M, and points in the paint 22-8 in favor of Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, that's as dominant a first half as I've seen in quite a while, Joe. And you know, the first half, Florida A&M started in that 2-3 zone, and if we didn't hit a couple threes right away, they could have stayed in it. But, you know, Jalen Gregory got going a little bit, hit a couple threes, and then Coach Gordon decided to start making some adjustments. And every time they made an adjustment, Middle was ready. And so that's what was fun to see for me. I mean, the score is the score, but the fact that they came out and, you know, they executed every single time they were asked to do something different. Lady Raiders didn't hesitate, didn't have to call timeout, didn't look over. They just knew what they were supposed to do, and they got it done.
Yeah, that's the fun element of this. You saw them going through that in their preparation. Okay, now if they do this, this is how we respond, you know. And it was I think it was Coach Bruton who had the scout for this one. How many times I heard her say, if we just do what we are supposed to do, there's nothing they will do that will bother us.
Yeah, you're right. We were talking last night after dinner, and Coach Matt Insel was starting to work on the next scout and working through the scouting report, and he said, you know, it's funny, our defensive keys, every single scout, really don't change, no matter who we're playing, and it's true. If you put pressure on the ball, you try to deny the wings, you ice the on-ball screen so that they can't use the on-balls. I mean, that's Middle's base defense, pretty much whoever they play, and they did just a marvelous job these first two quarters.
Certainly did. Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. We'll have more from Tallahassee in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.